A brand new playground is open at Proehlific Park, and this one is for children of all abilities. Ricky Proehl, founder of Proehlific Park, and now this brand new, beautiful playground for all kids of all abilities. What did it take to get here to today?
It took 2 years. It took a lot of support from our community leaders, local business leaders, and just community in a whole. I can't say enough about the support. It's taken 2 years, but it takes to raise $200,000. That's a lot of money, and but I can't say enough about our backyard, our community, and the people. Not just from a monetary standpoint, but sweat equity and volunteering their time.
The volunteers were putting it together, right?
Yeah, it was a community build. It wasn't like. Sometimes I wonder where's all the money going, because the community built it, and from nuts and bolts to sawing the poles to concrete, it was an amazing experience. I think for everybody, and now for all the people that were here last week helping put it together, to look at the finished product and to see the kids being kids, it's a special day.
Do you remember when the idea kind of first started to take root and to really say this is something we need?
Well, I can't take credit for that. I think the park, my vision 12, 13 years ago was creating a place, a safe haven for kids to be kids. And when Quay came to me with, he's the executive director of Carter's Kids, said, hey, we do playgrounds, inclusive playgrounds. That's when it kind of triggered, like, oh my God. My head's been in the sand about just including everybody. We're all families alike, and kind of saying, no kids left behind, kind of like no warriors left behind, no kids left behind. And you just, when it kind of, you think about it and you realize, when you drive around now, look at all the parks you pass, whether they're in schools, whether it's at rec centers, whether it's at city parks, they're all mulch flooring. Kids in wheelchairs can't go, so they're secluded. Now kids get to play with their friends and be included in everything, and it's so exciting. It's the first of hopefully many, and just create awareness in our community, in our backyard, and maybe outside communities, to where hopefully we can say, hey, you need one in your community. This is what it's done for ours, and this is what it can do for yours.
Mike and John White are here enjoying the first day of the playground. What brought you here today?
Well, we have seen it advertised for quite some time, and saw whether they were going to be all inclusive for the handicapped kids and so forth. And also my cousin works here, so.
Oh, cool. And so what was it like? Did you find it to be what you wanted it to be, what you were hoping?
This is absolutely great, yes. John was born at 23 weeks. He was 1.5 pounds when he was born. So we have cerebral palsy, but we are a trooper and we are highly motivated.
Do you like this playground, John? What does it mean to you to be able to bring him here into places like that are more inclusive and that allow him to be a kid?
Well, as you're probably aware, there's not a whole lot of these around. So this is a fantastic addition to this area and to the surrounding areas.
Sterlina, tell me what brought you here today.
We're actually involved in the Greensboro Down Syndrome Network. So with it being exclusive, I just figured it'd be a good opportunity for Jaden to be firsthand experience the ribbon cutting of this park here today.
Do you want to say something?
No.
Do you like the playground? Yes. What is your favorite?
The slide.
I thought the slide, maybe. So to see him to be able to do this and conquer this all on his own, how does that make you feel?
Great, because it's a lot of times when they say what your child can and cannot do because of their diagnosis, but Jaden is overcoming everything that they say what he cannot do.
I mean, I can tell both of you are beaming.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us. Jaden, thank you.
Thank you guys for everything you guys did for us today.
So why does this place, Greensboro in particular, mean so much to you? Why is this your home? Why do you do so much work here?
Well, we decided when I was playing ball, early 90s, I went to Wake Forest. My wife's from Raleigh. My sister moved here. Mom and Dad moved down here. This became home. My in-laws are from Raleigh as well, and we made this home going on 30 years ago, and we've just always giving back to the community in which I played in and in which I lived in, and that was temporary. This is permanent. This has become home for 30 years, and it's where our kids grew up. It's where their friends grew up. It's where we just try to make an impact and make it a better place than when we found it, and that's what my goal's always been, is just to make Greensboro a better place.
The inclusive playground at Proehlific Park adds to the city's inclusive playground pieces. In fact, there are pieces at Country Park, also at Hagenstone Park and Declan's Playground, and there's an all-inclusive playground planned also for Keeley Park. Now, as far as the playground here, come out, visit any day, and try to think of a name. Ricky Prohl says that's next on the list.